Welcome to Jasper High School. Tonight, the Jasper Wildcats in their season finale taking on the Bedford North Lawrence Stars. The Jasper Wildcats 12-9 on the season against the Stars, who are 13-7. Hello, everybody. I'm Craig Schneider along with Jason Stamm and Jeremy Marcos on the video. And first off, Jason, it's senior night tonight. Big celebration and appreciation of all the accomplishments of not only the Jasper Wildcats senior basketball players, including Andrew Noblet, Will Wallace, and Griffin Heil, but you know, the dance team, the cheerleaders, the band, anybody else you want to kind of throw into the mix there. But, you know, just a big night for these seniors.
Yeah, there's no doubt. It's a great time to honor all the seniors, like you said, not just the basketball players, but, you know, the cheerleaders, the dance team, the band. They all put in a lot of extra time outside of school to do the things that they do.
Right.
So, yeah, it's a great opportunity to acknowledge all of them.
Acknowledge all of them as well as their parents and everyone who's been associated with their careers here at Jasper High School. But we got a basketball game to play tonight, and you know, you kind of get to this last game of the season. We're playing Bedford again this year, and you know, we know who our sectional opponent is. The Wildcats will play Wrights at 7 p.m. Evansville time, 8 p.m. Jasper time in the second game of the Evansville North sectional. But really, you know, the Wildcats right now kind of riding a nice little run here as far as winning the 5 of their last 6 games, got knocked off against Forest Park. But again, just tonight is another warm-up before the sectional, but you still need to play your best basketball, don't you?
Yeah, there's no doubt. You know, Carrie and I have talked about it, and you and I also, but, you know, it's not about wins and losses right now. It's about playing better and better and better each and every game.
Right.
And tonight, you know, you want to go into the tournament on a good note, and that's going to be dictated as to how you play tonight. And, you know, I mean, we have to get after it on defense, and on offense, we have to take the ball at them, make them play defense.
Right. And we're taking on a Bedford North Lawrence team, 13-7 on the season. Finished around middle of the pack with a 3-3 record in the Hoosier Hill Conference. But the 3 losses in the conference there were to the top 3 teams of Seymour, Jeffersonville, and then they lost the other night, actually last night, 73-71 against New Albany. So they got back-to-backs going on right now. So we'll see if the Wildcats can take advantage here. All right, so the Wildcats, first shot on the way, and it's right down the middle there for Logan Day, and they're off to a 3-0 start.
Yeah, it's good to see Logan hit his first shot, you know, and hopefully that can continue the rest of the game.
Feed down low, then a kick to the baseline jumper, drilled right there by number 31. That's Logan Miracle. So 3-2's our score, just underway here. Jasper against Bedford. Got Griffin Heil out there, a senior. Feeds it into Giesler. Giesler just a junior, and he's able to hit his first shot of the night. So really, it's the underclassmen starting things off here, Jason.
Yeah, it was good ball movement actually on both offensive possessions that we had. They ended up with a pretty nice looking shot down here, so we got to pick it up on defense.
All right, so the Cats in the man-to-man. Step back jumper on the way, and it is drilled right there, and that's Patrick Matson with a 3, so he ties the ball game at 5 with 6:45 on the clock here as Noblet has the basketball and gives it up to Wallace. Bedford out there with number 1, Reidners. Maddox Ray is number 12. Noah Godlewski is number 11. Gieser has it up top, works off a screen set there by Heil. Also starting Patrick Matson, who hit that last shot, and Logan Miracle is number 31, who hit that baseline jumper earlier. So almost 2 minutes into it, still tied here at 5-5. Bedford really clogging the lane there, so the Cats taking away their penetration, but there's a nice play there. Why Wallace kind of drew that double team and found the open man right in the lane there for Heil.
Yeah, I like the ball movement that we've had, you know, in the first 3 possessions. You know, we've moved the ball well, and we've ended up with quality shots because of it.
All right, so Heil's going to step up to the line there. So again, a celebration of the seniors tonight on this basketball team. Andrew Noblet, Will Wallace, and Griffin Heil, all 3 starters. And usually Coach John Gable likes to start his seniors, but they're starters already.
Yeah, he didn't have to do anything out of the ordinary.
All right, so Heil misses that free throw, but the Cats get the rebound, and Heil gets it right back, and he puts it back up and in. So Instead of a 3-point play, we get a 4-point play on that possession, and the Cats now with a 9-5 lead. So Bedford North Lawrence Stars feed into Miracle. He tries to make a move on Heil, but he actually shuffles his feet a little bit there and gets called for traveling. They're coached by Kurt Godlewski, who is, of course, 13-7 in his first year here at Bedford. Jeff Hine took over the reins here in 2020. Of course, we know him from his Vincennes, Lincoln, and Bossy and Boonville days.
Yep.
But he has called it a career, I think, as far as his basketball coaching for now. He did sit out for a few years after he left Vincennes and went to Bedford.
I think, didn't he have a daughter that was a pretty good basketball player last year?
I think so,
so
yes.
He may be, going to follow her in college, and he may get back in at 10. I don't know.
Oh, look at that play. Good job set up by the Wildcats at the offense. Give an easy dunk for Noblin on as he drove the baseline there. Good feed by Heil. So the Cats now with a 6-0 run here. 11-5's our score. 3 minutes into the quarter.
Bedford's not a big team. Their biggest guy's 6'4", but
right. That'd be a miracle. But there's a drive right there, and he hits the shot, but they're going to say before he was able to put it there. So it's going to be a foul on Giesler. So both teams whistled for a foul so far. Again, 5 fouls per quarter before you get to the bonus. Get the inbound play there, and wasn't able to get the shot off, so he gives it up. There's a drive. Ray, now he kicks it to the corner and gets into the lane. Now a 3-point shot is hit again by Patrick Matson. That's his second one tonight. Makes it an 11-8 game.
It definitely looks like they looked for Matson at the 3-point line, because there was a couple other guys that looked like they could have shot it there and didn't.
Right.
Bedford's in some type of zone defense now, I think. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, it looks like maybe like a 1-3-1, but
yeah.
Then you got the matchup.
Kind of a matchup zone,
yeah.
I think.
Leaves Naba wide open, and he takes advantage. So Naba not only a jam in the ball game, but he's popped a 3 as well. 5 points for him, makes it a 14-8 game.
Good start to senior night for Andrew.
Absolutely. And for this Wildcat team, Cats hitting some shots and working the ball very well in their offense. Hard-nosed defense right now played by Logan Day out there as he gives his opponent a little fits. Matson's got the hot hand, but he's going to drive baseline. He shuffled his feet about 3 times, no call. Now he's left away, and he actually shuffled his feet again to get open for that shot, but officials not calling the travel.
Officials aren't calling much.
No, not at all. See how the fourth quarter goes.
So there's a foul, too, and they didn't call.
3:12 on the clock here, first quarter action. Jasper against Bedford.
This isn't the rival that it used to be. I think we've talked about that the last couple of years.
Right.
Back when we were in school, Jasper and Bedford, that was a pretty heated rivalry.
Yeah, no doubt.
But I think it lost its luster there because we quit playing them for quite a while, I think. And then last couple of years, we've played them now for a while, but kind of picked them back up. So
yeah, I think we played them for about the last 7 or 8 years, I believe, since we got them back on the schedule. So it's been back and forth, a home and home. But Wildcats really messed up getting rid of that because we didn't have them during the Damon Bailey years.
Yeah, exactly.
Seen some packed stadiums then. Good drive by Noblet there, but he's a little short. He can go up very strong with that shot. Now Gieser knocks the ball away, so the Cats very aggressive defensively. So
yeah, we're doing a good job on defense tonight. I mean, we're so far we're being aggressive. We're going after it and playing hard. That's what we need to carry over to the section.
It's that Matson, and he's picked up by Giesler. Coming off a screen, a quick shot, but not there for Godlewski. So Cats come down with the rebound. Butel's in the ball game now for Jasper. Day Gets cut off there, so he has to give it back up. Utel will drive baseline. Gets the shot up, but can't get it to go, and coming down with the rebound is Madsen. 2:05 on the clock. 14-8's our score. Jasper leads. And they're going to call a travel here.
I don't know what they saw there, but it looked like he had a good shot fake. And
yeah, because again, a possession or two ago when Madsen was right here along the baseline, he shuffled his feet about 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, he did, and then they didn't call that one.
Right. All right, so 14-8, Jasper with 1:47 to go. Looking to build on this 6-point lead. Logan, nope, he's going to have to give it back to Wally for a 3-point shot. He's off to the left. And number 10, Madsen, comes down. Quick feed. 3-point shot launched right there, and Godlewski drills that one. So Bedford's offense has been 3 3-pointers and a 2, making it 14-11 right now. Jasper with a 3-point lead with minute 16 to go. Wallace brought the ball down low and kind of exposed it there and almost lost it, but he was able to get the shot up and in. And number 22, Isaiah Sasser, who's in the ball game. He almost took that right away from him, but Wallace had the stronger hands. 54 seconds now. Jasper leads by 5. And we'll see if Bedford backs up. So staying in their offense. Pickett, number 3, is in the ball game. 3-point shot launch there. Godlewski can't get that one to go, so Max comes down with the rebound quickly the other way with 33 seconds. Cats thought about trying to get that quick shot if it was there.
Yeah, but that was a smart decision.
Yeah.
It wasn't there, and we didn't need to rush it.
Yeah, 5-point lead, and you can finish out the quarter, and now they're going to call a foul right there on Noah Godlewski, number 11. So 3 fouls whistled on the Stars so far. He's coming back in the ball game is Maddox Ray, one of their starters. So we can see what the Wildcats can do in the final 16 seconds here.
Been a quick quarter.
Really?
Not much stoppage.
Well, now, but he kind of did a little thing with the basketball there. If he just went off the glass, I think he would have had an easy layup. But
yeah.
Tried to kind of lay it in without using the glass there and missed it. So now the Cats still have possession here. So 5 seconds, 5-point lead for Jasper as they inbound. Deeser finds Butel up top, feeds it. Logan Day's going to launch a 3-pointer, and he drains it right there before the buzzer. So Logan hit 2 3-pointers in the quarter, and the Wildcats now have their largest lead at 8, leading 19-11 as we end 1 here on 18 WJTS.
Ubelar Chevy in Jasper, Indiana is your headquarters for new half-ton Silverados. And we've got them in stock. Choose from LTs, RSTs, Trail Bosses, even High Countries, all in stock now. If we don't have the truck you're looking for, we can get it for you. The Chevy Silverado has a heritage and a history like no other truck, and now is a great time to buy one. Find your Silverado at Ubelar Chevy in Jasper, online at ubelargm.com. Chevrolet, find new roads.
Stars will have it to start here, the second quarter, trailing the Wildcats by 8, 19-11. There's a wide open shot. A little long there for Madsen. So he looks like he's got a green light pretty well every time he's open.
Yeah, I believe so.
Logan Day's hot, and he stays hot. Logan Day has hit 3 3-pointers so far in his basketball team to lead all scorers with 9 points, and Bedford needs a timeout to start early here in the first quarter, so 7:35 on the clock. Jasper with a now 11-point lead here on 18 WJTS.
McDonald's is committed to being the best first job in America with flexible schedules, professional training, customer service, and leadership opportunities, along with competitive wages and paid vacation. You could earn up to $3,000 in educational benefits while learning work skills that will help you in any career field. Further your education with Indiana Tech by getting 20% off their tuition rate. Team members receive free meals on the clock and a 30% discount while off duty. McDonald's is committed to helping you succeed. Explore McDonald's job opportunities at manmcdonalds.com.
Yeah, Jason, you mentioned it. I think the message there is that, hey, guard number 5, guys.
Yeah, I think, he's hit 3 of them, but he's been wide open on all of them.
Right.
So, I would think Bedford's coach would say somebody needs to guard him.
Didn't pay attention to the scouting report.
Yeah, Jasper's, all around, everybody out on the floor can shoot the ball from outside.
Right.
But obviously Knobwood and Day are your top percentage shooters.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, so Jasper, good defense so far here. Ooh, man, number 11 kind of opened up there, but Miracle did not feed him. Now Miracle's got it in a post-up situation here. See what he does with it, but he kicks it back out. 3-point shot on the way is long, so Bedford has hit their share of 3-pointers. They've hit 3 of them so far, but they've missed about their last 3 or 4. So here's a quick foul.
Looks like they're going to pick up full court.
All right, so that personal foul is on
Number
Noah
11,
Godlewski. Yep.
Anyways, that's what the discussion is about, I think. No, they call that one on 1.
All right, so that was Randers, actually. Trace Reinders. So the ball gets knocked away there, so Knobwood, and there's still a scrum on the floor, and finally now they call it. Usually.
But, I like that.
I know.
Because they didn't, as soon as everybody was there, they didn't blow their whistle. They at least tried to let them figure it out.
Right.
It didn't work, so what? Then you call the jump ball. But
that's a true situation right there, because nobody had possession of the basketball.
No.
So you don't call a jump ball until somebody does.
A jump ball isn't unless there's 2 hands of Jasper and 2 hands of Bedford on it. Then it's a jump ball.
Right. Basically dual possession.
Right.
There should be 4 sets of hands on the basketball before you.
Exactly.
2 sets, 4 hands.
4 hands. Yeah. There you go.
Still working on our math.
We know what you mean.
All right. Tightly guarded there on Wallace is number 5. Who's not even, Dax short. Day, though, can't hit the baseline jumper, so Bedford comes down with the rebound. They're going to bring it up.
Bedford picked up the defense a little bit on that possession. Their coach might have got after him, too.
There's a quick feed and a fadeaway jumper, and misses everything except for the backboard is number 12, Maddox Ray. So Bedford struggling with their shot so far in this quarter. Jasper's just hit the 3-pointer, but it was a quick one by Logan Day that forced an early timeout, but Knobwood pops that one. So Andrew having a senior night. 7 points for him. 24-11, Jasper now with a 13-point lead. And Aaron pass goes right into the hands of Ernie, so he's going to attack on the break and then gives it up to Gieser. Now a 3-point try on the way by Logan, a little bit long. That's kind of a heat check shot right there.
Mm-hmm.
Stuck in the corner and almost stolen away there by Logan Day, but Bedford's able to get out of the trouble there. 4:50 on the clock. Jasper leads 24-11.
I didn't see the Pike Central game, but just from observations of this game, I think the coaching staff has been after Logan Day about his defense, because in this game so far, he's committed to playing defense.
Right. More
Before
active.
he was more just out there.
Right.
But tonight it looks like he's active. He's committed to playing good defense.
Well, that's gonna
and he's going to have to.
Right.
You know, I mean, he's only a sophomore, so he's got 2 years of high school left.
Yeah.
But he's going to have to learn to play good defense, and tonight he's doing it.
And the bottom line is be consistent with it, too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so now it brings it across. Wally now. And Gieser, he did shuffle his feet there. So I'll give the officials credit there. That's a good call. So a turnover on the Wildcats gives it back to Bedford, who's yet to score in the quarter. Jasper's got 2 buckets. They've scored 5. 3-point shot on the way, does not go. So Matson has also cooled off a little bit. Noblet got away with a push.
Yeah, he did.
So here we go the other way. And now Noblet's going to get the body foul. Both of them were fouls, but they only called one of them.
Yeah.
All right, so first foul on Andrew. 4:09 on the clock here. Bedford still has not scored in the quarter, so the Wildcat defense doing its job.
Yeah, it's held them scoreless for almost 4 minutes.
There's a quick 3-pointer on the inbound play, and he drills it.
Ernie
so.
just lost his guy. I mean, he had no idea where he went. He went quick, and he had no idea.
So 4 of the 5 buckets by Bedford so far have
I'm
been
not
3-pointers.
sure Giesler's the guy we want bringing the ball up the floor. Nothing against Giesler, but
Right.
we've got other ball handlers out there that are a little bit better at it.
There's the Wildcats on the floor right now with Jace Foy, 23, Gieser, 35, 33. It's Ernie. And the big men are Wally and Heil. 3:48 on the clock here. 10-point lead for Jasper. Ernie covers. Double team. Leaves somebody open, but it gets knocked out of bounds. Jasper will hang on.
I'm glad Bedford didn't come out playing defense the way they're playing now.
I know. Get a little more disruptive.
Yeah.
All right, so substitution. Pickett, Quincy Pickett, number 3, comes into the ball game. Sitting will be Ray, number 12.
I don't think Coach Gable will go very long with Day and Noblet on the bench. But this is a good time to try these things out, you know, before the sectional, because what if they both get in foul trouble?
Yeah.
You know, somebody else has got to step up.
That's right. All right, so Wallace gets the ball taken away from him as he tried to dribble out of it. And a little hot dog pass doesn't go, but in save attempt there by Gieser doesn't work, and Bedford's able to hang on to it, and now there's a foul in the lane.
Yeah, here they all come. Noblet, Dutel, and Day.
Yeah.
But, you know, I didn't have Jasper for any turnovers in the first quarter, and I've got him for 5 in this quarter.
already. Yeah.
You know, and a lot of it's they picked up the defense.
They did. Yep. Yeah. Defense has been very solid in this quarter so far for both these teams. Jasper's got just 5 points scored. Bedford just scored their 4th point. So Patrick Matson, 1 free throw there, looking for another. He's got 7 points in the ball game, and he makes it 8.
I don't have any stats on them, but I would have to say he's got to be towards the top in their leading scorers.
Right. He looks like most confident offensive player on the team. And look at this heavy defensive pressure there. Double team, and Gieser works his way out of it with a little contact, so a foul called.
Bedford kind of bailed him out. You know, they started reaching. If they had him, if they just put their hands straight up, and their coach basically told them the same thing.
Yeah.
You had him.
Right.
You had him in trouble, but you bailed him out by reaching in and slapping at the ball.
Plus he had picked up his dribble too.
Exactly.
All right, so Jasper with the basketball, inbounding from the side. Noblet gets it. 8-point lead, 24-16 with 2:53 on the clock. Dutel, now there's another foul. I mean, it's very aggressive basketball we're seeing out there, but the officials aren't calling it the way it is.
Yeah. But we talked about how quick the first quarter went, and now the second quarter is just the opposite.
Yeah.
But a lot of it has to do with the defense.
Right.
You know.
So that's the fourth foul on Bedford. Second one whistled on Ray. And just anybody who's got the basketball, look at that, a double team coming right at Butel. Now finds a wide open man. Logan probably should have gone up quickly with that shot, but he does get fouled. It's going to be the fifth, so he's going to shoot free throws here. Not a shooting foul, but. And again, all bonus free throws are just that. There's no more 1-on-1 in high school ball.
Nope.
So Day pops that first one. First free throw hit by the Wildcats tonight. Only third shot overall. Bedford's hit 2 as well.
You know, there's some good high school players that were really good free throw shooters that I'm sure would have loved to have had that guaranteed 2 shots every time they went to the line.
Steve Alford.
Yeah.
Imagine how many shots he would have hit.
Yeah.
He hit a ton anyway, but.
Well, yeah, but like you said.
Thing is, he converted most 1-on-1s, I'm sure.
Yeah.
All right, so Geiser's going to launch a 3 and misses everything. All right, so Jasper facing way more pressure in this second quarter than what they did in the first quarter. Cats scored 19 points in the first quarter, and with 2:09 to go, they've scored just 6 so far to Bedford's 5. Got a 9-point lead. Reinders hands it off. Let's Pickett with it, and he hits a 3. All right, so again, 5 of the 6 field goals hit by Bedford have been 3-pointers, keeping them in this basketball game. It's a 6-point game right now. Wallace with it. Tries to give it up, and the ball is going to be stolen right there. So see if it's an easy breakaway, a little reverse layup. So good defense by Noblet. He did not commit the foul there. He just stayed with his man the whole time.
Yeah.
So there's a little bit of hookup right there. So they are going to call the foul on Matson there. But I thought Noblet did an outstanding job on that, disrupting.
He did, you know, and, you know, it was good defense, but a lot of times in high school you'll see them call a body on that.
Right.
You know, and if they do, then they need to call it all night. But they haven't been calling it, so they didn't call that one. So it was good.
All right, so we go the other way to shoot free throws, and the Cats now 2 of 3 from the line as Wallace hits his first. And that is the third foul on Patrick Matson, so he's going to have to sit for the final minute 27. 26-19, Jasper with the lead. Second foul shot good. 4 points for Wally.
Need a good defensive stop here.
Bedford having a tough time handling the basketball and gets bailed out with a foul called on Butel. So that's now the 4th foul on Jasper.
That was Navi's second, so he'll probably set the rest of this quarter.
Okay, so Malva got called for it.
Yeah.
Quick inbound, quick shot. Does not go. But Bedford gets the offensive board. Kept that ball alive. And there's a walk, didn't get called.
Yeah.
Fans want to hear it. And there's a nice knockdown jumper there by Godlewski. So he's got 8 points to lead Bedford now. 6-point ball game, 27-21 with 55 seconds. Quick feed in the corner. They're picking that up now.
Yeah, they're closing out on Day a little bit better.
Day finds some daylight there, and he drills it. So that's all he needed. He's got a night going tonight. 4 3-pointers hit in the first half. Jasper now with a 9-point lead with 28 seconds. Drive and feed. Shot does not go. Good defense by Jasper. come up with the ball. We're down to 15 seconds.
Be
Ernie.
patient, get a good shot.
All right, so back it up a little bit, but we got 6 seconds. Got to keep moving. Logan Day short on that one. Wally just takes that rebound and draws the foul when he put his putback up there. So with 0.7 seconds to go, Jasper has a chance to extend their 9-point lead. So Wallace, 2 foul shots, misses this one. Cats 3 of 5 from the line right now. Wally's 2 of 3. And he pops that one. All right, so 0.7, a quick heave, and won't go. All right, so a first quarter where Jasper, I'm not going to say dominated, they led by 8, but played very well there offensively, and Bedford was able to knock down 3 3-pointers in that first quarter. But really the action picked up, I think, on the defensive end, but eventually the Wildcats were able to get up to 31 points here in this first half.
Yeah, you know, we talked about it. Bedford really picked up the defense there in the second quarter. You know, it'll be interesting to see to start the second half how Bedford comes out playing defense again. You know, it's very hard to play defense because they're doing a run and jump type of defense, you know, and that takes a lot of energy to do that.
Yes.
It also leaves guys open when you do that. And Jasper, for the most part, has been able to handle it and find that open guy and be able to convert it. But, you know, like I said, it'll be interesting to see here in the second half how they come out playing defense.
Right. All right, so we'll take a break here. Jasper with a 31-21 lead here at halftime over the Bedford North Lawrence Stars here on 18 WJTS.
Come to the Carpet Warehouse. Quality you can stand on.
You know they sell and install carpet, but Carpet Warehouse also specializes in hard surface floors as well. Vinyl, hardwood, laminate, and tile. Come see the many different options and get a free in-home estimate today at Carpet Warehouse, 650 Woodlawn Drive in Jasper.
Come to the Carpet Warehouse. Quality you can stand on.
All right, both teams are finishing up their warm-up tosses as we get ready to start the second half. The Jasper with a 31-21 halftime lead. And just a quick rundown of the scoring first for Bedford. 8 points for Noah Godlewski, number 11. 6 points and 2 free throws, 2 3-pointers and 2 free throws by Madsen. So he's got 8 points. So they lead this basketball team in scoring. Logan Miracle with a bucket and a 3-pointer hit by Quincy Pickett off the bench. And for the Wildcats, Logan Day's been the hot hand. He's got 3, 6, 9, 12, 13 points in the first half. Andrew Noblett's got 7. 2 points for Braden Giesler. 5 points for Will Wallace and 4 points for Griffin Hiles. So all the scoring has come from the Wildcat starting lineup, led by Logan Day's 13 points. So we'll see how aggressive they start out here, Jason, as far as defensively, because Bedford, after seeing that quick 3-pointer hit by Logan Day, just really picked it up defensively, and see if the Wildcats can match it here.
Yeah, we're just going to have to see who makes the best adjustments at halftime and see how it goes.
So a quick drive and go straight up and in. So somebody didn't really pick up there on any help defense. This is an easy bucket for Logan Miracle. I'm sorry, Madsen. So Day's hit 4 3-pointers. Now Noblett's wide open. Can't get that one to go. So 1 and done on the shot there for the Wildcats.
Oh, he traveled.
They actually called a foul, it looks like.
Offensive foul.
Yeah, offensive foul. So that's going to be the 3rd personal foul now on Maddox Ray. So they got 2 of their starters with 3 fouls already. All right, Bedford aggressive with the full court press here. And that's totally bumping, and they're trying to get the call on Wallace, so John Gable calls a timeout there, but.
Yeah, I think Coach Gable was worried about the 10-second call.
Yeah.
Bedford coach was trying to get an offensive foul, so.
All right, so we'll take a break here. 7:05, Jasper with an 8-point lead when we come back here on 18 WJTS.
101 Country, WBDC, your morning brain teaser.
Here's Dolly Parton now on Lunch with the Legends on 101 Country.
All right, leading things off on a Good Time Gold Saturday morning. Beezer, good morning.
Good morning, Ty.
How you doing?
I'm doing great, man.
Be sure to join me from 3 to 6 for Afternoons with Amanda.
We are 101 Country, WBDC.
All right, so the Wildcats will inbound after the quick timeout. Started both the last 2 quarters with quick timeouts in the first minute. Wallace gets that shot up. It doesn't go. Good disruption there by number 31, Miracle. Now the second shot up, can't go. Cats get another offensive rebound, and this time Giesler puts it through.
Our size advantage helped there.
So 4 points for Braden Giesler there. And now we got a stop and play.
31 Miracles walking around kind of gingerly. Actually, he's going to the locker room, I guess. I'm not sure where he's going.
He's actually, I think, trying to walk it off, so they do sub for him. So, number 22 Sasser's in the ball game.
They lose some height there.
Madsen with a pull-up jumper. Drops that one, so he's got 2 quick buckets. 12 points in the ball game to lead Bedford. Makes it an 8-point ball game, 33-25. Now look, good feed into Wallace there to get away from the break. And Logan Day, see if he stays hot. Misses that one, though. Bedford with a chance to cut the lead. Long 3-point shot, not there. So Reinders, the quick 3. And he's going to face straight up against Noblet.
Nobby needs to post him up because he's got a big size advantage on him.
Oh, they actually back off Noblet. Now he jump stops his way through the lane and puts a shot up and in. So Nobby's got 9 now. Cats lead back up to 10. Ooh, nice shot hit there by Godlewski. So he works his way to an opening right there at the foul line, pops it, makes it an 8-point game, 35-27. Noah's got 10. Wallace.
That's a good job of breaking the press and nothing there, and then don't force it.
Nobby left alone, and he drains it. So Andrew Noblet, 5 points in the quarter. At 12. And another fadeaway J right there. So Godlewski with a couple nice jumpers. Kind of created his offense on his own. 38-29, Jasper with a 9-point lead. Wallace tries to feed to Noblet, gets kicked away. All right, so Bedford's going to call Quincy Pickett back into the ball game. That'll sit Maddox Ray, who's got 3 fouls. Ray, along with Madsen, 2 starters for Bedford with 3 fouls. Noblet on an inbound play, short on the 3. Wallace can't come down with the rebound as Madsen goes the other way. Good feed on the break and shot up and in. So
I don't know how that pass got through there, but
kidding.
It was a nice pass and a finish because that wasn't an easy catch and shoot for the big guy running the floor there.
Yeah, so Isaiah Sasser gets the bucket. So it's a 7-point game now. Bedford scored 4 straight. Feed into Wallace, it's way too easy. Good feed and a good cut right there to get open. So Will Wallace, 7 points in the ball game.
If you take care of the ball against this defense that they're running, you'll end up with easy shots like that.
There's quick hands by Noblet to take it right away from Isaiah Sasser. Noblet looking to be very aggressive in his senior night here. Trying to get to the basket, over the shoulder pass, but there's going to be a foul called.
That's on Matson.
All right, so he only plays one way, and that's aggressive, so you got to give him credit for that, but
yeah,
4 fouls whistled on him. 2 on Bedford in the quarter. Wally with a wide open shot and just a little short arm, but he did get fouled from behind, so that's going to go on Dax Short, number 5. Seems like the Wildcats are getting some open looks on these inbound plays.
They are.
So Wallace can't make it a double-figure game again, so he misses his first free throw. He shot the most tonight. That's his 5th.
Well, he's usually a pretty accurate free throw shooter.
And he pops that one. All right, so we got a 10-point ball game with 3:40 on the clock. Jasper leading 41-31. Another jumper is going to be short this time. Godlewski hit a couple mid-range jumper. That might have been a little bit deeper in his range with that jump shot. Noblet, ooh, not there, but he'll kick over to Gieser. He sets his feet, but can't get the shot to go.
I would have liked to see Geese make an extra pass there because I think he could have had Day wide open for one.
All right, 5 minutes into the quarter. And a wild shot put up there by Sasser doesn't go. Detail with it. Day gets down to Wallace. Good defense to cut him off by Sasser. Now Noblet, hands off. 2:39 on the clock. Gieser draws the contact. He'll shoot 2. All right, so the foul situation, 4 fouls on Bedford, not a single one whistled on the Wildcats with 2:34 on the clock here in the third. I'm very sorry for calling it the fourth quarter. It's really the third.
Yes, that's all right.
Forgiven?
Yeah, you're forgiven.
Jeremy, you forgive me? All right. Unforgiven is the missed foul shots of Jasper.
Yeah, you know, we talk about that, you know, and coming sectional time, those are very, very, very important opportunities to score that we've got to take advantage of.
Well, he's 1 for 2. We've seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 for 2. Wallace did hit his first 2 the first time, but his last 2 times that the line went 1 for 2 both times. Gieser does it there. 42-31 though. Jasper still with it now. Look at Noblet trying to draw the contact. Then he goes up for the jam, his second dunk of the night. Yeah, he was kind of setting up Godlewski to kind of cut him off there, but Noblet, again, great athletic ability. 44-31 with 2 minutes to go. Jasper has pretty well been in control.
Yeah, the second quarter kind of, or the first quarter, excuse me, kind of made the, set the table.
Right. That's a beautiful feed right inside to number 3. Pickett, and he's not able to hit the shot, but he will shoot 2. But yeah, Andrew Noblet, what a quarter he's got going. 7 points. He had 7 points in the first half. Just overall in the ball game, good 14-point effort so far. All right, so the free throw is dropped. Bedford 3 for 3 on the night. So the first foul on the Wildcats, whistled on Wallace there. Second foul shot is good.
Bedford looks like they're in a 1-2-2 half court. I'm not sure.
Ooh, good defense there to knock it away. So Pickett got his hand on that one. Jasper leads by 11. Bedford looking to cut. Baseline's not there, and good hustle there by Bedford to get after. Now we got a scrum, and they call the timeout. So Bedford's going to hang on to the possession. So, all right, we'll take a break. 1:18. Jasper leads by 11, 44-33 here on 18 WJTS.
Think about the journey, not about how you're getting there. The all-new Michelin LTX MS2, engineered for 2 extra years of tread life. Available at DuBois County Tire and Supply in Jasper.
Big or small, we service all. DuBois County Tire.
All right, so Bedford with 1:18 will inbound. Oh, look at he wasn't even able to get that shot up. So, but are they going to call it a shooting foul? Nope, they will not. So it's a good shot fake there by number 5, Dax Short. Got Gieser skying high, but hurdled over him. His second foul on the Wildcats. No bonus. Quincy Pickett gives it up.
Bedford's pretty well playing with, I think, their best 2 players on the bench this quarter.
Right.
Miracle and Matson. I saw Miracle come back out like he was jogging, so I don't think he's hurt too bad.
Right. They haven't put him back on the ball game though. All right, so Cats not letting Bedford really get into their half-court offense. This is the second time they've had a reset. And actually, Gieser will draw another foul here.
Actually, I thought they called that on Noblet. Yeah.
Down low?
Well, his guy was kind of like setting the pick in there or whatever, but
okay.
I didn't think he committed the foul, but.
All right, that's a third foul on Noblet. The free throw, first missed free throw for Bedford tonight. They're now 4 of 5. So Noah Godlewski will get the second free throw. And he pops that one through. So it's a 10-point ball game right now. Jasper led by 10 going into the quarter. That's a trip. Not a very fun trip when you hit that hard.
No.
Fun trips are down to Florida, California.
That's 4 on Ray. So they're going to run into some foul trouble here in the fourth quarter.
So 2 of their starters with 4 fouls as Butel will step to the line. Drills it. So the first point of the night for Max. First point off the bench for Jasper tonight. And 2 nice free throw shots there. Gets it back to a 12-point game, 46-34 with 27 on the clock.
Jasper's doing a good job of they built a lead and they're maintaining it.
Right.
They're not adding on to it, but at least they're maintaining the 10, 12-point lead.
Right. Godlewski with it with 10 seconds. Had to work off a screen and switch. Gieser on him now. He'll shake and bake. Nothing there, and just forces a horrible shot. And I'm going to assume that's his dad coaching him.
I would think so.
He doesn't look too upset about it, so I guess son can do what he wants right now. 46-34, Jasper with a 12-point lead going into the fourth here on 18 WJTS.
After a long day of digging holes and keeping cats out of my yard, I'll wind down on a nice, comfy, soft cloud. My human buys the best fluffy stuff from Carpet Warehouse.
At Carpet Warehouse, you'll find a floor that will please the whole family, even the ones with 4 legs. Rory loves to cool off by laying on laminates, tile, vinyl, or wood. You'll love them for their style and many selections.
Carpet Warehouse. Quality I can lay on. Quality you can stand on.
Well, Jason, it seems like the magic number for the Jasper Wildcats this season has been 50 points. When they score 50 or more points, they've scored 50 or more points in 11 of their 12 wins so far this year. So right now they're at 46 points. So you would think a good quarter will get them there.
I would think so.
Just cannot let Bedford make a crazed run.
Yeah, and exactly. And again, it goes back to what we said about fourth quarter with a lead. You got to take care of the basketball, and you got to hit your free throws. And we did a very good job of breaking the press there, or the half-court trap, and it ended up with the layup.
All right, so the Wildcats now lead by 14, the biggest lead of the ball game. Bedford is keeping their 2 starters that have 4 fouls on the bench right now. Start this quarter.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not trying to coach them, but I would think, Matson especially, I mean, he's although Gillespie's got a nice looking shot.
Yeah, he's leading them tonight. So that is his 16th of the ball game. He's hit 3 3-pointers. Now it attacks. Wally's trapped in the corner and gets the ball kicked right there.
Bad place to pick up your dribble down there in the corner.
No doubt. All right, so they don't waste time. They get Patrick Matson back into the ball game. And also number 31, Logan Miracles back in. He's the one that just kicked the ball there.
And Jasper's got to be smart here and know who Matson's guarding and go right at him.
Exactly. So that's Gieser right now. But look at the, again, matchup situation with Noblet. He's take advantage of his size over Reinders.
Yeah.
He's going to drive, but gets cut off. Logan Day dribbles out of trouble. Good aggressive defense there by Short. Wally, wide open 3. Can the senior hit it? Yes, sir. Wallace has got a really nice night going tonight with 13 points. 51-37, back up to a 14-point lead. Baseline drive. Good job by Heil to cut that off. Gillespie trying to create his own shot again. This time doesn't go.
Yeah, that was a tough shot. We did a good job of playing good defense on him there.
All right, 2 minutes into the quarter, Jasper with a 14-point lead. Not going for that trap right now is Bedford. So they're straight up man-to-man. Feed into Wallace. Gets good position, but boy, I think just hesitated too much there.
It looked like he got fouled too, but
no call.
No call.
Madsen has to kick back out. Good job by Gieser defensively. Ball gets knocked away by Day, so the Cats come up with it again. Force that turnover. Three minutes into the quarter. Heil, good position. Can't get it to go, but a nice tip on the other side by Giesler. All right, so actually we get a whistle here to stop the action. I don't know what's going on.
Wallace did something. I didn't see it either. I was looking down at my sheet, but.
Delay game warning, I think is what it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've noticed that was about the third straight time, I think, when the ball goes through the hoop as an offensive team, you're not allowed to touch it. You got to let it go so they can take it out. And Wally's ended up with the ball in his hand for like 3 straight times.
Yeah.
And he finally got caught and called for it that time, which it doesn't hurt anything, but the next time it's a technical.
All right, so there's a backdoor play that works well for the Bedford North Lawrence Stars, so it's an easy bucket for Madsen. His first points of the fourth quarter here makes it a 53-39 ball game with 4:29. So Bedford not getting too aggressive with their defense, really, it seems like. So
yeah, it's kind of calmed down a little bit.
kind of content to just peel away seconds off that scoreboard right now. We're down to 4 minutes in the ball game.
Yeah, you just need the clock to run.
They call a 5-second call right there. Yeah. So Gable thought it was a little quick one there. All right, so 53-39 with 3:56 on the clock here. Jasper leads by 14. They actually had a 16-point lead ago, not too long ago. It was the biggest of the night. Madsen, nice job getting open for that shot and drops it. So he's got 2 quick buckets here.
Madsen's a nice little player. I mean, he's a junior, 6'3". I'd say next year as a senior, he'll definitely be a reckoned hard guy to guard.
Wallace gets it right there in the lane, but has to give it up to Naba. So that's a wide open 3 there, but he's a little long. And a battle for the ball, and Bedford cannot save it. So Logan Miracle, I think he tried to kind of tap it to someone, but didn't realize the ball was going out of bounds. But Jasper will hang on to the basketball. 3:13 on the clock with a 12-point lead. No fouls called so far, Jason. 5 minutes into the fourth quarter. So I think
that's a in this game, that's a rarity.
It's almost like Bedford's kind of content just to get out of this basketball game without any injuries or anything like that, because they are actually set to take on New Albany in the Seymour sectional. They'll play the second game of that Tuesday night game. But they just played New Albany to a 73-71 game last night. New Albany, a team that Jasper battled but wasn't able to defeat earlier in the season. So Wallace is going to go to the line.
Miracle picked that one up.
All right, so Will Wallace, he has shot the most free throws of anybody tonight, and he misses that first one. He is now 2, 4, 6. It's his 7th free throw. He's hit 4 of them. And he hits 1 of 2. So 5 of 8 on the night. 54-41 with 2:46 to go. As we come to the end of the regular season for both these basketball teams. Yeah, that's one thing when I was looking as far as the conference. I mean, Harrison won the conference with an 8-1 record as far as the Southern Indiana Athletic Conference, but Jasper had a 5-4 record, but depending on that Wrights game tonight, Wrights is 6-2. And they were taking on Bossy, so they could either tie for second, making Jasper in a tie for third for the conference. Gieser's like, hey, I'll take it.
Yeah, that sectional, in my opinion, is wide open. Yeah. Obviously Harrison's probably the best team in it. But they've probably got a little bit tougher draw than what Jasper does. With Jasper, obviously their game against Wrights is going to be huge.
Right.
And should be a good game. But, the winner of that game gets Central then, who's probably the lesser of the teams in the sectional.
Right, yeah.
But you still got to show up to play.
Oh, no doubt.
So it'll be a very interesting sectional. I'm just disappointed that, we won't be able to be there to
broadcast it, yeah.
To broadcast it.
That's right. This is our final broadcast of the season.
Yep. So, it'll be fun. Obviously, Jasper fans always travel well. So, we usually have the biggest crowd at the sectional. So, these guys are going to need the support that, the fans can bring. So, those of you that are watching this and listening to it, need to get down to Evansville next week and watch them play.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's usually for the most part, again, all the Evansville schools are right there, but Jasper does sometimes bring 2 or 3 times the number of fans as some of our opponents down there.
No doubt, no doubt.
Guess we like the road trip, right?
I think that's part of it. And, just as a community as a whole,
right?
They support their athletic programs,
yep.
Whether it's football, basketball, baseball, any of those things.
Mm-hmm.
Jasper always has nice crowds. There's a nice pass by Giesler.
Giesler gets right into Knobwitz, so Knobwitz having an outstanding senior night. So the Cats just looking to put a cherry on top of this one. Minute 20 to go. They lead by 17.
I think you can kind of tell Bedford played last night,
Yeah, it's starting to wear on them.
Yeah. And I think that was part of it, the start of the game. I think that's where you could really tell it. They weren't playing with the emotion that they needed to. And
yeah.
They didn't come out like they did the rest of the game.
Oh, no.
If they do that in the first quarter,
yeah.
Instead of letting Jasper build an 8-point lead, it could have been a totally different game. But
all right, so Logan Day had an open break to the basket, but gave it up. Not Giesler, and so Jasper just trying to work this clock out and get this game over with. So we're down to 52 seconds, 58-41. Jasper with a 17-point lead. Actually, still going after the basketball, but they got a foul to give, though. So not really hurting anything there for Bedford. Foul's whistled on number 3, Quincy Pickett. Now, John Gable's going to go to his bench a little bit here as he gets Ernie in. Also number 23, Jace Foy in the ball game, and give the seniors a chance to get their round of applause. So Andrew Nabut, Will Wallace, along with Griffin Heil. Didn't say it all year, Gavin now said it.
Yeah.
All right, so that ball is kicked there by Isaiah Sasser. So 31 seconds to go, and Jasper will have their 13th win of the season.
Yeah, and, overall, I think, there was a couple of slip-ups in there, games that I felt like we should have or could have won.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously the Forest Park game kind of bites a little bit. The Southridge game does. Those are games that, if we play the way we're capable of playing, we should have won or would have won.
Right.
But, there might have been a couple of them in there, too, that, we won.
Oh, wow. Said he went over and back, I guess, on the 10-second line whenever he possessed that basketball. It's a little nitpicky with 10 seconds to go in the ball game.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Rule's a rule, right?
I guess. I didn't see it, so I don't have any idea whether he did it or not. But
all right, so Jasper with it in the backcourt. They'll just have to cross the 10-second line, and this ball game will be over. There we go. All right, so a big win for the Wildcats over the Bedford North Lawrence Stars, 58-41. And now we can start thinking about the sectional full time here. So,
yeah.
So again, nice night for the seniors.
It was. Obviously it's senior night's always an emotional night. It's the last game that these guys will play on this floor. So that's kind of a bittersweet thing. It comes to an end for everybody at some point.
Oh, yeah.
But that doesn't make it any easier. But you still got another game.
Oh yeah.
But now, that the regular season's over, every game, every shot, everything is amplified because now it's win or you're done.
Yeah.
So
it's for real now.
Yeah, exactly. And this is, in all honesty, that's what you play for. You play for the sectional throughout the course of the year, and now it's that time. Here it's Thursday night. Jasper plays Tuesday night, so they'll have Friday, Saturday, Monday to practice to prepare for Rights. Obviously we've played them already. I don't remember what the score was when we played them.
we'll take a look at that. We called that game. It was 46-41. Jasper lost on the road to Wrights.
Right. So, I mean, I remember that game briefly. It was a game that kind of could have went either way. So, who's going to make the adjustments come sectional time? And this is, I mean, in all honesty, this is when it gets fun.
Right.
But it's not as fun as it used to be.
Yeah.
I don't like to keep bringing up the old things, but
I know.
But you got to make the best of what you got.
Oh, absolutely.
And it's sectional time.
Yeah.
And in Indiana, that's a huge time for boys basketball.
Yep. And that's the thing too, is that Jasper's competitive in that sectional. I mean, we won it a few years ago and all that, knocking off a really good Wrights team, but kind of came up short against Wrights last year. But this time we got to basically prove it right off the bat, and we draw Wrights again. So it's going to be just that situation where it's like you win that basketball game. Yeah, you kind of almost have a clear path. I mean, I'm not going to take anything against Central,
exactly.
but just basically what you're seeing on paper here. And, but from Wrights' standpoint, again, a good conference record, depending on how they finish tonight, but 6 of their 8 wins were within the conference, which, of course, are mostly sectional opponents, right? Okay, but the other thing, though, take that away, and, they're 2-11.
Yeah.
So it's a team that can
we
can beat.
They're not unbeatable.
Right.
So obviously you want to go in there playing your best basketball. We played well tonight. There's a few hiccups and mistakes in there, but you're going to have that.
Yeah.
So I think moving forward, we've got to make sure that we come ready to play Tuesday night. We got to be aggressive on the offensive end, go into the hoop, and we got to play defense.
Yeah.
If the sectional, if you play good, hard-nosed, man-to-man defense against all them Evansville teams, they don't like that.
No, I know.
And it's gonna keep you in every game.
Right.
So,
right.
I think and Coach Gable knows that. I mean, he's been in this sectional quite a few years, and we'll see how that goes. And I think this will be our last year in that sectional.
Right.
With the realignment that the IHSA is coming out with next year.
Yeah.
We'll drop back to Class 3A.
Right.
So it would be kind of sweet to go out with a swan song and win that sectional this year.
Absolutely. Yeah, and so again, it's right there for the taking. And again, you look at the other. I mean, obviously Harrison with a 17-4 record, Castle's 12-8, North is 11-11. So Harrison's obviously the favorite, especially with the path that they have, because they drew the bye for Friday night, so they don't have to play until then. But we've seen Harrison come in as the favorite before, and heck, we knocked them off last year, actually.
There's no doubt, that can be a big thing. Being the favorite in the sectional isn't always the best thing to be.
Yeah,
because everybody's shooting for you. Everybody wants a piece of you when you're the sectional favorite. And sometimes it don't work out that way.
Yeah.
So it just comes down to who plays the best, and you got to play Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, but they're 18-year-old kids.
Right.
Yeah. They'll be okay.
Exactly.
So you just got to see how it happens.
Well, and the other thing too, crowd support. Again,
that goes
let's get down there and watch it. Like you said, we're not gonna cover it with our television coverage here. But best way to enjoy the sectional is to be there. So
there's no doubt. I don't want to take away from our coverage or anything, but when it comes sectional time, be in the crowd.
Right. So no doubt. All right. Well, we're gonna take a break here, and we got Andy Nobwood to talk about his son Andrew here just shortly here on 18 WJTS.
Have an extra car you don't need, but don't want the hassle of selling it? Or maybe you're ready to get out of your lease early. Either way, Ubler Chevy Cadillac in Jasper has you covered. We want to buy your car. All makes and models. We'll even handle the payoff with your bank. How does it work? We appraise your vehicle and give you a check. It's that easy. We'll even come to your location. Call or text 812-639-2186 for more details. Ubler Chevy Cadillac in Jasper, where customers send their friends since 1929.
All right, we're back once again as the Jasper Wildcats in the finale of the season, the 2023-24 season, beat the Bedford North Lawrence Stars 58-41. on senior night, and it's a special senior night for you, Andy, as your son Andrew had an outstanding game tonight, 16 points, a couple three-pointers that he hit, slammed a couple dunks, showed off his athletic ability there. But, as a parent and a coach, just talk about what this moment is for you.
Well, it's a culmination of a lot of time and effort. And, I think Andrew would say probably that having his dad coach him all the way through wasn't exactly a dream, because I can be pretty hard on all the guys in the group that I've been able to stick around with since third grade and help dads out and try to be the kind of the assistant. And so to see that come to culmination tonight and beat a really good Bedford team.
Right.
If you haven't seen Bedford play, they can light it up from the arc. I thought our guys, especially Giesler chasing 10, Mattson around, he's going to be a handful in the tournament. He'll be a handful next year. And so for Gies to get that experience against a guy that can light it up, and then just trying to match up with their other shooters tonight was, a good thing. I mean, just seeing Logan Day being aware of where his guy is and how far he's come to as well. And then, just a special moment, especially with all the time and the effort that these seniors have put in. They never said no. Their parents never said no on the way through. We've done some extra things with them that maybe other groups didn't want to do. And those guys, they get their put their baseball bats down a little bit, put their gloves down a little bit, and even in the summertime getting to play some extra basketball and seeing the attitude and the willingness of the entire senior group. And that goes from guys who maybe were on the 5th grade team up through the 9th grade team, and then some guys maybe weren't ready to move on and those kind of things. But even those guys, I never had a problem with them. They were always working hard, and I think that seeing those 3 seniors out there tonight is kind of a culmination of the whole class.
Right.
They are tough kids who really want to represent their community very well, and also very humble.
Right.
As a group. And so to see them excel tonight was really good. And then, we've got a big challenge ahead next week, and we've got to make sure that experience that those guys have, that we come out and are ready for the Wrights Panthers.
Right. And it's just one of those things where it's like you kind of take a collective sigh. It's the end of the season as far as the regular season and all that. Played a nice basketball game tonight and beat, like you said, a very good basketball team. But now it's like preparation for the true meaning of the basketball season. That's the postseason.
Well, yeah, and I think you do that all year long too. So some people think, okay, now you're going to get ready for the sectional. Well, we've been getting this from the sectional. We know what the teams are that are in the 4A sectional. They're a different group of teams compared to the 3A and the 2A because a lot of times they shoot the ball a lot more often than maybe some of our 2A and 3A opponents. And so being able to deal with that quickness and that athleticism and the willingness to put the score in the 60s and the 70s instead of the 40s and the 50s is something that we prepare for each and every day, because our sectional isn't full of people who are going to play in that style. So I think our guys have adjusted well. The adjustment to the SIAC has been nothing but good for us to deal with some of the schools that we play in 4A.
Well, I think the great thing about this sectional is that we've all played each other. We're all within the same conference. So it's almost like it's a conference tournament, really, more so than just a sectional.
Absolutely.
But, obviously Harrison's had an outstanding season. They're 17-4 going into it. But, you take a look at Wrights, 8 wins on the season. 6 of them came within the conference. They're 8-11 going into tonight, and I think they're playing Bossy yet. But, I think it's, you played Wrights earlier, lost on the road, on their floor, on a weeknight. It's just kind of a different situation now.
Well, it does change a little bit, and we've been through some trials. We've played some teams that are really good, and we've dealt with their pressure and things like that we hadn't seen before we played Wrights. So hopefully that is a benefit for us going into the tournament. But we know they're going to mix things up. They're also very good at getting to the basket, so we've got to play good defense, kind of opposite of what Bedford does. Bedford is more perimeter oriented. We're going to have to deal with the physicality of the game and some length that that Bedford doesn't have tonight. But and then we've got to do what we have to do to be able to guard them, and so that is something Griffin brings a presence physicality wise that maybe we didn't have the first time we played, and so we hope that is a benefit to us. And it's a fun ride down north because I think everybody's excited to see what we're doing. My big thing is that people love to look at our record, and our record isn't an example of our current team.
Sure.
Our record is
Right.
about when Griffin came back and kind of changed the positions of our players to where we play a different brand of basketball now than we did without him.
Yeah, because you look at our record really since he's come back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tonight, 6 wins, and just 1 loss in there. So,
Yeah, and that was
says a lot.
Yeah, it was a very physical game at Forest Park that we lost, and we didn't shoot it well either. So just getting our understanding of how teams are going to deal with Griff is something the coaching staff is working on, and so we do that quite a bit just to try to see how people are adjusting, because now obviously plenty of film on him and what he does to benefit our team. They're going to try to take that away.
Right. All right, well, we hope these seniors continue to play a lot more basketball than just after tonight.
Well, again, just a big shout out to Will Wallace. If there's a guy that you want to hug more than anybody else, it's him. And then my buddy Griff.
Yeah.
He's a special kid. He's been in everything for Andrew to have a good friend on all the teams coming up. And I would say he probably puts up with me better than Andrew does. So big shout out to those two guys. And then special to see family in the house to see Andrew tonight. So big shout out to see the family that was able to make it tonight and be able to support the Wildcats. And with that, I just want to say it's just a privilege to get to be a basketball coach and to hear our band and those kind of things. I think those guys are kind of feeling that tonight. Because the Jasper High School band isn't like the other bands that we see on the road. They're loud, and they are fired up for us. And then our student body tonight, a lot of the kids I have in class giving me a hard time as I walk by. It's just a special place to teach and coach, and a big shout out to everybody who supports our basketball program.
No doubt about it, but we need their support next week.
Yes, absolutely.
So everybody get down to Evansville North and enjoy a great sectional that's going to be coming up. So thanks, Andy. We appreciate your insight, buddy.
All right, thank you very much.
Great season. All right. Okay, so the Jasper Wildcats finished the regular season at 13-9 with a big win tonight over the Bedford North Lawrence Stars. And again, it's a nice setup to get yourself ready for that sectional. So the sectional plays out this way with Castle playing North at 5:30. These are Evansville times. Jasper time just an hour ahead. So 6:30 will be the start. Jasper time for the Castle North game. 8 o'clock will be the scheduled start for the Jasper Wrights game, Jasper time. And then the byes go to Harrison and Central. Central will play the winner of the Jasper Wrights game, and Harrison will take on the winner of North versus Castle. So again, people get out and get down to Evansville and enjoy a great sectional starting Tuesday night. So, all right, so the Wildcats 58-41 winners tonight. Leading scorer for Jasper is 16 points for Andrew Knoblet, so the senior comes through there. Will Wallace, another senior, with 14 points. Griffin Heil had 4 points, 2 buckets in the first quarter, so the seniors with a nice showing tonight. Logan Day with an outstanding 13-point first half, including 4 3-pointers, and we'll need every bit of that shooting coming up next week. So the Wildcats, as we say, finish 13-9. Coach John Gable, Coach Andy Knoblet, and everybody else on the coaching staff getting them all set for the section next week. So, all right, well, we appreciate all the input for everybody. This is the final coverage for 18 WJTS for Jasper Wildcat basketball. So, Kerry Schneider, outstanding job all season, as he always does. And Jason Stamm, we appreciate his insight and his coverage as well. My name's Craig Schneider, but we got to give the biggest shout out to Jeremy Marcos right up there with the camera. He is our executive producer. He is our director, whatever you want to call him. He handles it all. So we appreciate everything Jeremy does for WJTS. So thanks, everybody. Great season, and look forward to seeing everybody at the sectional next week. Good night.